Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the V8 Vets, brought to you by RaceKraft Simulations. This is the Split 4 Friday night chook raffle, coming a little late due to Easter and a few other events happening over the weekend. I am John Van Ree, and then with me in the chook shed this evening is Dan Page, Mark Dial, Michael Hayes, and Scotty Perrins. How are we, gentlemen?
Good, thanks, mate.
Good, thanks, John.
And, of course, we are at the one and only Road America at Elkhart Lake in the beautiful east coast of the United States. It is a track we have been to here plenty of times with vets, plenty of times in the Gen 2. I think this is about the second time we've come here in the Gen 3. It is a very interesting little circuit. I'll bring up the track map for you so you can have a look at that. We start on the Road America straight on top of the hill. Don't want to be too far down the back of the grid because you will be starting up on a 15-degree angle. We then head down into turn 1 where we sweep through into turn 2 where we basically turn the wheel 2 degrees and then we go through and continue on. We then come down into turn 3 and then we go down the back straight away into the moraine sweep into turn 5. That is a hard braking corner and a very, very tough spot to pull up. We then come up under the bridge into turn 6 and then sweep through 7 into Hurry Downs, another hard braking spot on the circuit into turn 8. And then we come through the carousel. And I'm sure our good friend Gunther von Nordschleife, who's not racing tonight, will be definitely telling you all about the carousel when we get to round 9 at Nords. We then come out of there into the kink. Another reason why I'm surprised Gunther's not here. After the kink, we come through Kettle Bottoms into Canada Corner. And no, Dave Baldock, I'm not going to tell the story of Canada Corner. We then come out of Canada Corner up through the tree line Thunder Valley, into Bill Mitchell Bend, and then into the final corner, turn 14, to head back up the hill on the Road America Straight, one of the longest straights we race on. And it is also one of the straights where we have the greatest chances of overtaking into turn 1. Lucky enough to get our good friend Will Wilson. He went for a flight looking for the Easter Bunny around Elkhart Lake. As you can see, the lake beautifully out there on the right-hand side. Coming in over the circuit here, coming in over turn 2. Wings nice and level, flying very well. The TBM. As we come, you can see out the back area, plenty of runoff areas and tracks, but you can see the forest area coming down into the aptly named Canada Corner. And that is a lovely flyby of the great circuit itself. And a few comments in there. Pato keeping himself up all Easter. Pato had a very, very busy Easter playing the gopher. He worked very hard, Pato, and big shout out to Brett Fisher in the chat as well. The big Jackman himself did a great job. And we'll keep rolling along. Let's jump on and have a look at the grid. We'll get into this now. Hopefully pulls everything else away. Yes, it does. Surprise, surprise. I haven't seen any of this, so this is all new to me. Jane Patterson on pole with Mark Peck. These two guys won last week in first and second. What is going on? All you under 50-year-olds in split 4, ask yourself a question. How are we letting two 60-year-olds dominate the grid? Anyway, we'll talk about this later. Joseph Granshaw, great to see him on the second row in third. He lines up alongside the privateer Liam Latcham. Great effort from Liam to get himself up there as well on the second row. Pagey, you're on the third row, mate. That's not bad.
Give it a go. Get that white car in the top 10.
And Vaughan Robinson lines up alongside you. So the Southern Cross boys well represented here. And a big shout out to Sean Palmer. I heard rumours over the weekend that he's been injured from shrapnel and is not well. So big shout out to him. Hopefully if he's in his bed, it's only Monday. It's no difference from hospital room. We might get to see him drop in later. And we then move to the next row where JP, I've got the wrong team number on that still. JP Courier, he's in on the fourth row, lining up alongside Greg Sholton, who's now of T66 Sim Racing. On the fifth row, Simon Black from Oceanic Sim Racing lines up alongside Ashley Hall from Quantum Racing. On the sixth row is Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juice, lining up alongside Craig Rose from Quantum Racing. So Rosie getting himself right up there as well, which is good to see. Sean Slater, with his 5 minutes of fame in practice, gets himself onto the seventh row alongside Michael Hayes. And then Darren Friend on the eighth row lines up alongside Phil Marsh. On the ninth row is Corey Schwereb, another one of the privateers. A new one, didn't race last week, and I haven't got him set in the system yet properly either. And he lines up alongside Dougie Wright. On the 10th row is Andrew Johnson from Team AJR, and he lines up alongside Mark Dial all the way back there. That is a bit of a worry. And then we move on to the 11th row where Kurt Heath from Unhinged Simsport is lining up alongside Darren Freer. Freer a long way back as well. Anita Buckland lines up on the 12th row alongside Dave Baldock. he's going to claim it as a win, so he probably doesn't care where he qualifies. We go over the page. Mick Rudd from Quantum Racing. He lines up alongside Darren Vermey. Tony McLean from Unhinged lines up alongside Simon Morgan on the 14th row. And on the 15th row is Barry Kluver lining up alongside Dale Harvey. On the 16th row is David Logstar from 266 Sim Racing. He lines up alongside Hayden McAndrews from Player One Racing. And then Jamie Dyke is in race control with Dave Coleman. We then also have Brogan Josh in the safety car ready to go out. Robert Williams didn't entertain us by not setting a qualifying time. And over the page we go. We also then have BDT, I can't remember his first name, Davis Taylor, Brad Davis Taylor. He's helping out with the safety car as well. And then Scotty Perrins, I believe, is a pit lane start. And I think Carl Pickering was a pit lane start as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen.
Carl just couldn't get qualifying together, but I think Scotty might have been in the naughty corner, yes.
Too easy. And we will continue back on that one.
So great qualifying from Mr. Marsh. Got himself up into 16. Was a great result.
Ah, it's very good by Marshy to do that.
Yes.
He has definitely got this set. I'll tell you what, I'm just about organised, and I reckon we'll light the wick on this one and get it going, boys. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do this.
Do this and hit the play button. And Pato gets a bit of wheel spin there. Pecky gets straight past him. Looks like Granshaw's going to have a bit of a look on him as well on the outside, but Pato's got the inside covered and slots in. As we come down the list a little bit further back, Colton, he gets himself a little bit wide as well. He gets back under control. He's lost one spot. Oh no, he's lost it again. That's dropped a fair bit down. Come back up here. Pato has Crenshaw all over him. Peck clearing out again, similar to what he did last week. Crenshaw having a good look here behind Patterson. Everyone else lining up. Simon Black tucked in behind Page.
Nice clean start so far.
Definitely is.
Surprising, really, because it's a tough track when you've got cold tyres. Fast track, got a lot of corners where you're braking downhill.
JP, not sure, blinking a little bit there, so may have had some computer issues, so he's dropping back a bit, so I'm not sure what's happening there. We'll work that one out a bit later.
Yeah, Carl's having internet issues.
Internet issues, yep. They can't win with that one.
Breeze up 10 before the first lap. I'd like to know what the hell
Well, Charlton's gone down 20. So he's got past him. That's a hell of a start from Darren.
He's certainly moving. No, I believe that's what Mr. Galloway said. He just can't qualify. He's moving fast, but can't qualify.
Definitely putting the panel down here. Goes too wide. Gets past Fred. And I think he's missed his braking point. That's going to hurt. Oh, keeps it off the wall. Does well there.
How many spots are you going to drop?
Dropping a few. He's gone back down a bit.
Yeah, 7 or 8 spots.
Yeah, undone his good work.
Yeah, going down 9 place.
Shane Morgan putting a bit of pressure on Mick Rudd. So he's going to have a look here as well. Oh, a little bit hot.
Jeez.
He's stationary in the circuit there. And there's contact further up the field there in the background. I'm not sure who that is. That might be Barry Kluver, I think, was involved in that one. So all happening down the back there. Meanwhile, Bulldog gets past Kurt Heath in the carousel. And Peck now coming under pressure from Patterson.
It's warmed up now.
Yep. Yeah, both these boys had quite good pace all week, so expected them to be at the pointy end. Yeah.
Of course, Shane getting a leave pass from his team duties on Thursday, so he could race Thursday night.
So did he venture off Thursday night or early Friday morning?
He arrived at about 9 o'clock Friday morning.
Certainly keeping Peck honest at the moment.
Definitely driving well. Ashall putting a lot of pressure on the great Simon Black. Just an awesome driving. Okay, this is good. A few others lining up behind. Hazy getting into this fight. So's Vaughan Robinson.
Hazy, you were flying.
Yeah, pace wasn't too bad. I messed up qualifying, so I was a bit further down than last week. So that hurt a bit, but luckily for the team, Joseph was up there.
Oh, a little hot.
Oh, no.
Oh, keeps it off the wall, or does he?
Well,
yes, he does.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
He got a little bit lucky with the re-entry that it gripped straight away.
Yeah, very, very lucky there. Loses a few spots though. That puts him down about 6 spots. Back to where he started.
Can he hold the spot against Darren? Yep, he's going to hold it. And he's back racing again.
Don't look at the cover that so well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's helped his teammate be able to put a bit of pressure on Darren Friend.
Just going to go a bit further back. Phil Marsh and Bulldog going toe to toe. Well, Marshy opens the door for him. Opens the door for him and Bulldog doesn't go through. Marsh hangs onto it. Looks like Jono might have been in the dirt there in front of him.
Well, Marshy's not giving up.
No, he'll give it up. Kurt having a bit of a look in here too. Of course, E37R was on the Stinger. Behind the rear wheel.
Yeah, seen his new fan group that were gathered around the back of the car.
That was
I
funny.
think we all did, Hazy.
That was fun. Go back up. Pecky's still under pressure. Did have a group walk past the back of the garage on Sunday, all in green shirts, green hair. It was the I think we found out later it was the Stinger Car Club from Newcastle.
Okay.
It'd come down to cheer us on.
Very cool.
There's lap 4 here. These boys under a bit of control. Going to get back to you, Pagey. Can't see you in the white car, but I can see the red car of Liam Latch in front of him. And Liam doing pretty well here.
He's just trying not to make mistakes. It's easy on this track.
That's right too. Every car at the track had a Gunter sticker on it, including the course car and safety car. I can confirm.
Did they choose to have a sticker, or was it forced upon them?
Forced upon them. Simon Black doing well. Hazy's starting to put a bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, Simon's always got pace, so it's hard to put too much pressure on him.
I'm certainly watching him in the mirror.
It's way too early in the race to be putting on too big a moves. Just keep it clean and get to the end.
Of course, no Mike Coraliff tonight. Chose the Brisbane Lions over Racing in Vets.
Okay. How many penalty points does he get for that? Should be a
Substantial.
rule anyway.
Yeah, that's a sit around out.
Should definitely have to go to some sort of judiciary for that.
The AFL won't even get off lightly. Oh, Blackie's found the grass.
I don't want to people to keep it off the wall.
Did very well. All that rallying skill.
So far only lost one
Vaughan's
spot.
having a look here. Vaughan's having a look here. Vaughan's. Oh, Vaughan's clipped him, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that's in the
yeah.
fence.
Yeah, he got him.
That is massive. Look at that. Look at that. Finish flick to keep it off the wall.
That wheel's not looking healthy.
Does his best work in the gravel. Reckon to probably steer like a pig as well. Right, there was something else went on
Gonna
around
get
him.
out.
I'm trying to find something else went off. He's got to get it out, I think. That. We'll move on. He's all right. He's moving. Pick up on Mr. Dial. Starting to put under a bit of pressure from Braden O'Loughlin by the looks.
Yeah, I've seen Brayden had been off earlier. Got around a little off, so I thought I'd you go do not even better.
Not a bad start, Mark. You're up 8 spots.
Yeah, doing very well.
Yeah, doing all right.
Down friend up 8. Baldy up 9. That's because you weren't there, John, to make sure that he was only up 8 spots.
He didn't feel any pressure. He just hair slick back, send it.
Mark using all the track.
Apparently I've been asked, am I feeling okay? Because I just showed a blue car passing someone.
Yeah, but that wasn't a blue car that had a 37 on it.
Where are we? Righto. We are 6 laps down. And go back here in the check up on Pato. Renshaw's hanging on here. Pato's hanging on to Peck. Peck's not walking away with this.
Joseph had heaps of pace on Thursday.
He's looking very stable. Looking quite organised.
stay with those two is doing well.
Someone's got to take these 60-year-olds out.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you to step up, John.
Yeah, this pack ran away from you and I, Dan.
Oh, didn't they?
Paddo's realised the pressure and he's moving forward, catching back up to Pecky. He figures the best way to defend.
A couple of practice sessions with Peck, and I'm not surprised that this is going on because he was working in practice.
That's the thing, when
Yeah,
he's got
they've
time.
been putting it in.
Yeah, when you got time, he puts it in. But what's going to intrigue me, and was a conversation held over the weekend, when we start getting to places like St. Pete and tracks that we don't race on very often in vets, interesting to see how these older guys go.
Well, that's the good thing about this. Well, that's one of the things about this season. There's a lot of tracks that are. I mentioned this earlier on. I think the split reveal that the track list was tracks that we've all have been around forever. All known, so, but it's still, you still getting used to it in a supercar. I know Road America quite well, but I know the first couple of laps in the supercar was like learning again.
Yeah.
Yep, need to meet their neighbours and hide their glasses for a couple of races.
Yeah.
Might upset them this week.
You going to upset them, Scotty? You going to throw your hat in the ring?
I'll give it a crack.
Front two of Patterson in.
Yeah, they've gone in together. Page has stayed out. Of course, Dave Worrell not here as well tonight. Up, prepping up Greenie. Of course, we unveiled the car on Friday morning with the wrap on it. Sorry, not Friday morning, sorry, on Thursday morning with the artwork on it. Done by Shane Signs. Got a great looking livery that was put on. And yeah, big weekend, boys. Didn't quite get qualifying to go to plan the way they wanted it to. Using the Hancock tyres made it a little bit different. Tyres that they weren't 100% familiar with. And it probably also being what I would call a development car, like it was basically second actual race meeting that the car had been to when we turned up. Made it quite interesting how we had to go about things, and a few things we weren't 100% certain on. Yeah, so like the fuel quantity, how much I was going to use, all those sorts of things. Oh yeah, fuel strategies and vets calculations came out quite handy. Yeah, there's a fair bit going on in the background the whole time. And yeah, we got ourselves, Scotty started the race, got ourselves moved up forward fairly well. Dave did really well when he got in the car. And then, yeah, we just had brake issue on the front left. We got the car back in the garage, did a brake pad change, but that put us a couple of laps down. Couple of laps down on the girls, and yeah, it was pretty hard to fight back from there, but we were lucky we had plenty of time on the next car as well. So yeah, it was great effort to get it home. I know Dave's pretty buggered as Paige is in. I know Dave's pretty buggered, but he's pretty chuffed and pleased with the results. And pretty much a whole new team in the garage as well that hasn't really, many of us haven't worked together as a group before, so it was quite good to see all that start to work and gel. Yeah.
And you obviously put enough fuel in, John.
Yeah.
You didn't underfuel it and he didn't run out on the last lap or anything like a few of us have done in bets?
No, there was none of that going on.
That time to make calculations, Hazy. You have to do that on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got other people sitting back doing it for you. You're driving the car, not thinking about it. But yeah, it was a interesting race. Lots of safety cars. We did have a oil leak in the lap 2, I think it was, right in front of us where everyone spun off. That was oil. So we had a car dripping out in front of us on yeah, we had a car fire. We had a broken hose line, so we had a car fire in front of us that one of our crew chief ran out and put out with our fire extinguisher. Yeah, it was a lot happening.
All happening.
Yeah, and big shout out to Jake Burton as well. I don't know whether any of you guys have heard the news or saw anything on that, and I'm not 100% sure on his health situation, but he was in a massive shunt. Yeah, like basically I'd say his car's written off. Yeah, it was absolutely massive at Griffin's. 2 cars in front tangled and went into the wall. Big dive here, Hazy.
Yeah, it was Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt into the weeds. Yeah, so let's pick up where Pecky and Pato are. Pecky's by himself. Pato, he's got some clear gains ahead of Pagey. Yeah, so yeah, Jake got caught up in the incident, tried to avoid it, came back in across the track and literally got T-boned by a car coming through. Heard some things that the seat had been turned a fair way in the car as well. And yeah, he was on his way to hospital to get checked out when I last heard. I'd imagine he'd probably have some pretty sore ribs, if not broken ribs. So yeah, a couple of big accidents over the weekend.
Fingers crossed he's all right.
Yeah. Jake, of course, everyone else into the pits now except for Vaughan. So Jake, of course, our DSO in Split 1, so Pro Series driver, so it'll be sad if he's got himself in a situation where he'll be out of the rig for a while. Extra point for Joseph. Yes, that's exactly right. And Vaughan as well. Vaughan's using some of this coffee fuel saving strategies. I know he went in earlier. He's already been in, sorry. No, he hasn't. Saying he hasn't been in. Thought he had. Apologies. So yeah, it was good. I think Coral and myself talked fish into coming up after Brett's broadcast one Friday night. We talked to him into coming up to Bathurst to have a look. They came up and had a look and sat around the back of the garage, and all of a sudden it was like, well, we really need a jack man. If anyone ever gets to meet Fish, he's a big strapping lad. So yeah, we got Fish on the jack and helping with the mechanical team. So he did a really good job and did his split 2 broadcasts from the garage at Bathurst and interviewed the drivers. It's now got me quite scared because I think Richard's thinking of getting a rig. Aaron McGill's thinking about it as well. Yeah, so no, it was good. All in all, it was a good weekend. Plenty of names that you see in Scops or in Pro Series and things like that. A few of the young kids around as well. So yeah, it was a very good weekend, I think. As Vaughan comes in to let Mark Peck take over the lead.
Got some fuel stop times.
What's that, Mark?
I said, have we got some fuel stop times?
I can give you some fuel stop times. Time.
You didn't have.
There you go. There, do you want to know about
Hey,
So it looks like everyone's roughly taken about the same. Darren Freer's gone a lot longer. That's probably the big thing to note there, looking at that. Mark Dial's got 41 seconds. A little bit of an overfill there, maybe.
Pagey took quite a bit on. Joseph took a reasonable amount on.
Yeah, I might have overshot my pit bow. Had to do the old reverse quickly.
Oh, so that wasn't extra fuel. That was
No, I think I worked out I wanted about 60 litres on, so I took the 60. But yeah, I'd say the shenanigans is what the extra time was.
yeah. Well, I took 65 litres on, so yeah, you wasted about 10 extra seconds in pit lane by the look of things.
Thanks, mate.
So you found reverse gear?
Yeah, I did find reverse. Yep. Believe it or not, I did the same thing the second pit stop.
yeah, I did. I blew both mine too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you actually behind Baldy, Dial?
Yeah, well, look at the fuel, you know. He's pretty trickly. Oh,
I didn't actually notice that. Dave shouted that out from YouTube to let us know.
That's fine. I was fine to have him sit there and just feel safe behind you, Dave. Yeah, well, stupid about this race. We've been around a lot longer than you.
Anita saying she watched the broadcast Dave shy until he turns into Gunter. It was on the actual broadcast they actually talk about Dave Worrell, and he has a comic ego called Gunter von Nordschleife. They actually mentioned it on the broadcast. So Gunter is now famous. Crenshaw under a bit of pressure now from Hazy. What's the team boss saying here? Move over.
I actually just let him pass because he had more pace than me, so I was in front from taking less fuel on.
Multi 21.
Hinge boys are looking good this season.
Been putting in the time, so trying to get it to pay off.
As I said, you were gaining on me.
Yeah, like Pato, Sean Vandermeulen's been helping us out a bit, and Gary helps us, so it's a good thing about vets. You can always reach out to the guys with more experience, and they'll help where they can.
Yeah, well, anyone that wants to come and help Ratbag get faster, I'm well and truly open to the offer.
Yeah, I've already worded Gary and Sean up that's not.
Don't go nowhere near them.
Liam's down 15. What's happened there? Did he have a off?
Yeah, I think I was spot on him to start tonight. He come into
Yeah,
one, I think it might have been. Yeah, and came straight off.
Still surprised he's running as a privateer. I thought someone might have offered him a seat already. Maybe he's
had a bit of an off.
doing his own thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He lost his screens.
What's his screens? Yeah. That would do it.
Grenshaw had a tangle. Grenshaw had a tangle with a blue flag there.
Good Heath looking to get involved in this now. Side. He gets off into the grass as well.
Same corner. He went a bit wide earlier on that corner.
They both did.
Yep.
So doing well. Definitely move forward this season.
Yep. Johnson's up into the top 10.
Got his parents 22 spots up, starting from pit lane.
his way forward. Kyle starting to put some pressure on Baldock now.
Imagine where you would have been, Scotty, if you weren't a naughty boy the week before and got penalties.
Well, yeah. That's what happens when you're naughty.
Yep. So those playing along at home, behave yourself and don't get in trouble.
Oh, you learn your lesson. Don't repeat it.
Certainly got some pace, Scotty. Up 22. Race isn't that old.
Yeah, I'm not going to put my head down and get into it.
Those bigger monitors are helping.
Oh, fantastic.
Scotty recently has gone from 24-inch monitors to 27, so he gets to see a bit more of the car.
So clear.
Little battle here.
Starting to catch Anita.
Yeah, Dial will be moving forward, but there's some sort of rolling roadblock in front of him.
Yeah, it's always a rolling. But no, it's alright. It's even a bit of good. There were a couple of spots there where I could make some major gains on him. I think under brakes in 1 and 5. Yeah, 5. But
Never just.
you had to
Never
be
seen
really
it.
careful not to take him out. Last thing you get him
Yeah, he talks enough when he's doing well. Sorry, Sweet.
I've never seen a rolling speed bump before.
There's one right there.
Yeah,
Blue
it's
speed.
definitely not a blue one.
I reckon if you did get him though, Dial, I reckon there'd be a check in the mail from a certain somebody.
Well, he's already got the excuses. He reckons Dial's a split 3 driver, so he should get hit me easy, he reckons.
Not on this track. Never. There's no track that I just never have got.
It is. Talking to one of the split 3 drivers while in practice, and he reckons it's one of the harder tracks in iRacing, merely because of the speed and all your off-camber corners down braking. It is technical.
I like how Anita's started moving a car about half a car off the race line when people start to catch up, just to create
the elbows out.
Turn it in.
yeah, just to create a little bit of doubt in their minds, which has now put Dave under pressure to mark.
Definitely had the elbows out. Good.
Oh, got to be wide there, Mark. That was lucky.
Trying to get the run.
Working a little too hard.
Brett Fisher reckons that Paddo's trying to get a seat in the Stinger.
Are they saying they haven't got a rear parcel shelf for his bowls hat?
Yeah.
And it's not an EV. A hybrid, sorry. Get it right.
Anita's just put a foot down.
Well, she's gone.
Created that doubt and then just went, see you later, Dave.
Renshaw in the lane.
Starting to leak up in the background as well.
Yeah.
Little battle pack.
Darren. Just keeping an eye on Darren.
We'll stay with this one for a little bit.
Somebody went off there.
Yeah, that was Darren.
Yeah, most of the top 8 have spread out a fair bit. The only one close to anyone's Dan's not too far behind Ash Hall, but action's definitely within this pack for sure.
Yeah, pace
taking
on
the back.
pace on Ash, but he went and had a pit stop or something like that and turned it back on.
Yeah, he had a bit of a moment early and dropped tyres.
Probably was. I didn't expect to be putting pressure on him, but he obviously changed tyres or whatever. The story changed.
Yep.
He did well.
These two look catching up to Anita again.
Mm.
Yeah, and make some changes. Right,
Scotty Perrin's getting into this now as well.
yeah, tagging along.
Is he going to hang around, or is he just going to shoot down the inside and drive away from them?
Sure, he's hoping to shoot down the inside. Might be a bit hard with these two playing with each other.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk it. Hang here and see what happens.
You know, it's still early days.
That is.
It's half the race distance.
And no safety car yet. Split fork in the clean.
Yeah.
I thought Split 4 was going to have a safety car the first and second lap, to be honest. Thought it might have all piled up into the first and second corner.
When you're driving the gentleman split.
Bulldog's having a look here, I think.
Oh, yep.
And go around the outside of the carousel.
I'm sitting
That's ballsy,
No.
considering the
Lean
group
on him,
of that.
Anita. Lead on him.
It's the long way round. Can he
Lean
hang
on
on
him,
to it?
Anita.
Can he hang on to it? Oh, it's going to go. Oh, this could get ugly at the king.
Stoney just
Oh,
giving
no,
him
he's
enough
got
room.
it. No, he didn't come back. Oh, he's on the grass a little bit. Oh, he hang on to it.
He's going to give up the next spot. Mark's
Thought he
getting
had that done,
hold him
didn't he?
down. See, Anita just puts that car wide, just gives you enough room, and
Yep.
Hey, look at that! I gave him so much room.
Oh, he's got him!
Oh, no.
He's got him!
Scotty getting a 2 for 1. Scotty with the 2 for 1.
Gosh, gosh, you know what that means, Mark? First tap's a warning.
Yeah.
And in one lap, Dave gives up 2 spots.
And you struggling when
Oh, it was,
hold on
it
to
was
the long.
coming.
I could see it, that's why I was hanging back.
Mr. Perrin's up 26 positions.
And all that was created for you, Scotty, because Anita's got her elbows out and she's putting pressure on these boys when they try to pass her.
Yeah, I must thank Anita for that.
Hey, she's starting to put a bit of pressure on Ash Hall now.
No, it was really well done. Oh, I bet you did. Certainly didn't say she thoroughly enjoyed the challenge.
Good little cracking battle.
you enjoy seeing the relative and seeing the cars behind you battling it out and not moving forwards.
That definitely helps. Starts even it gets a bit harder, but you got to watch the battle. So Pecky is 5 seconds ahead of Shane Patterson. Patto's cruising about 4.5 seconds ahead of you, Hazy. They'll be all starting to think about that next stop, probably around lap 20. Ash Hall doing really well. Of course, Hazy up 11 spots. Ash up 6 spots into 4th. Pagey is in 5th still. Friend is up 9 spots in 6th. So Lachlan up 4. Darren Freer up 14 spots into 8th. That's a great drive by him. He's got himself a good 6 seconds ahead of Andrew Johnston, who's about another 9 seconds ahead of Scotty Perrins.
Few people diving in the lane now, getting that second stop out of the way a little bit earlier.
Running for the undercut. Interesting strategy.
Underweight.
Yeah, Joseph had to do a trip down the lane early. He had a bit of an incident and had to do a drive-through, so he's on a bit of a recovery drive.
That's a bit loose there going into the carousel. Gets drifting wide, very wide. And
Oh, you're going to get it
takes
done.
the invitation. Coming around the corner, 2 wide, side by side.
Still couldn't get done.
Had a crack. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't push him off, did you?
Yeah, I don't know, but I redressed anyway. I wasn't going to cop one there, so...
Didn't look like contact, so yeah, I think you're a gentleman in that situation.
It was all a bit rough through there, so I didn't know whether it was a touch or not, and so I was like, you know what, safe than sorry.
Play on, keep going.
Continue.
And that brought Darren Friend into the conversation.
And he was, yeah, he would not go away.
He's definitely been driving well. Good to see AJ in the top 10, doing a great job.
Brad Hayes asking, when did Kurt Heath join Unhinged? It was pretty much, I think, just before the first round.
Yep.
Late changes right before it all kicked off.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to actually get all the split 4 into Unhinged. Currently, we got about quarter of the field.
Has Kurt changed his livery over Hayes?
He has.
He has. Full-fledged.
Yep.
Here he is. Pink wheels and all.
Yeah, we all have
Kansy?
different colours, so it's not as easy to see the amount of cars we got on track. But I think we got 10 or 11, something like that.
A few.
It's battling an unhinged car.
They're not uncommon to find.
Yeah. It's a mental game. Every time you think you've got away from one, we set another one
I
towards
swear I
it.
just passed that guy.
Pecky blinks first up front. Patterson stays out. Down the extra point, obviously.
Yeah, because he went in together on the first stop, so he didn't get a point on the first stop. I'm liking the somewhat retro paint job he's decided to run for this season.
Yeah, done by Billy Mole. Sort of a bit more of a NASCAR style. Everyone with their team number on it.
Yeah. It's good to see his hard work that he's been putting in the last couple of seasons finally paying off for him.
Yeah, starting to click. Ooh, locks it up. That might cost him a second or two.
Yes, on him.
Hmm.
Yeah, car behind him's actually a lap down, so.
Sean Slater.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Sean had some issues early in the piece and dropped a lap.
Yeah.
Still the same fast pace that we always expect from him, just, yeah, something went wrong early.
I know I got out of his way. Him up behind me, he was certainly had the pace on. I don't want anything to do with it.
Go in the fastest lap of the race.
Yep.
That's that far.
Done that well. Ashall just squeezing past Dale Harvey there, I believe. Let's check on Simon Black. He's got himself back up to 15th after that little
He's done well.
inspection down at Canada Corner. Was aptly named because when they did their first race meeting at the circuit, the owner of the track sent the cleaning crew down to clean up that corner, and it was filled with Canadian beer bottles, and empty beer bottles, and Canadian cigarette packets. Obviously, the Canadians had all gone and sat down on that corner. So they called it Canada Corner.
Nice. Paddo's in.
Yep, Paddo's in, Braden's in, Perrins is in as well. Oh, Blackie, you going to do here? He's in the
I
thick of
decided
it.
to stay out and take a point as well. I didn't want to give Dan any points.
Very nice of you, mate.
No, I try not to be nice.
Simon Black's on fire, eh?
You got that done quick.
Yeah. Nice passing moves there. Michael Hayes now leading the race. Pagey out there with him still, so going the long straight here.
Just trying to psych myself up to not bugger the pits up again.
Yeah. And Vaughan had got himself into trouble a little way back, and so he's now a lap down, tucked in behind him.
Hazy into the lane. Page, what does he do? Does he follow? Does he go one more? Like he's going to follow as well. Brendy's up the lane. Leaves Pecky back out in front. He's got himself, it was only about a second up the road though from Pato. Pato's fighting his way through. Might have a little bit of battle. Might have a little battle on our hands here. Simon Black into the lane. Verme, Darren Friend, Page, Marsh. Nearly everybody except for Kurt Heath have taken their second stops.
Yeah, at this point I was questioning Kurt and asking him what strategy he went with and how he ended up in front of me, and he went, yep, I just haven't pitted yet. Okay, well, I'll stop panicking. Gordy's saying poor AJ got stuck behind him now.
Yeah, the roadblock continues.
The race.
Extra fuel paid off on the block.
So even with Joseph's earlier drive-through, he's almost back into the top 10 with the pressure on dial.
Yeah, just, I don't know, he just kind of sat in behind me for a while. He didn't really try to push it too hard.
He drives very smooth, not overly aggressive. Do you think he's not pushing that hard?
He definitely had pace on.
It's also easy to get track cuts on. If you've sort of been cutting a few corners here and copying a few, you might be starting to dial them back. Make sure that you don't end up with a drive-through.
Heath there in the lane, and Peck is only a second ahead of Patterson. That gap ever so slightly starting to close.
Just needed these boys to get into it there, Hazy.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I seen in the relative that they got close, and I'm thinking, yep.
Have a little
Battle
bump.
Well, not a bump, just trade corners for a few laps, so then I got a chance to catch them because their pace was really good.
The Scotty Perrins posted fastest lap, 27.
Yep, 2:10.79. He's on the move.
Good lap, Scotty.
Thanks.
Darren Freer up 14 in 8th. He's on the move too. He's looking at the back of Braden O'Loughlin now.
Still had the 0 instant, yeah.
Nice.
Andrew Johnson.
You don't want to be yeah. You don't want to be Baldock's rival, do you? He counts the amount of laps that he's in front of you each week.
Yeah.
And then points it out during a broadcast.
Yeah.
That's a new level of petty.
It's not just a broadcast.
Okay, he does it all week, does he? Through Discords,
Text
phone
message,
calls,
Discord,
yeah.
phone calls, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever means possible.
Yeah,
Skywriting.
yeah. Sends the packages in the mail.
Smoke signals. Gap up, the front's getting closer.
That is.
That's what I was hoping for. I just need him to put a bit pressure on each other. did Pato burn up his tyres catching him?
That's the question. Up
Or
24.
did Pecky have? Yeah, did Pecky have something in the tank to just be able to drive away from him?
That's the question. So we do have a battle. Both driving very well.
You'd think they'd both back off a bit and let me catch up. So
Oh, you can always ask.
I've asked. They don't have the best responses.
They send smoke signals.
And they do that. As Shane Patterson's joined us. How are you, Patto?
Thanks, John. How are you, boys?
Good, thanks, mate.
Good, mate.
Good, thanks, John.
Driving well?
Oh, yeah, struggling behind him. I get a bit close. He's just a little bit better than good. I don't mind. I'm glad to be this close this week.
You're doing very well.
We're saying
the
earlier,
pressure on
it's
him.
good to see your hard work being paying off.
Yeah, Sean pulls me round and the team pushes me a bit. They help me a bit.
Oh, having a look.
Yeah,
Showed the nose.
but I hope I don't run out of talent or ability.
Car's still straight. How many incident
Yeah.
points are you on at this stage?
I think 2?
Ooh, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had the holy grail of 1. None.
We have none.
None.
Yeah, not the most easy one.
No, but I tell you what, the blue flags in this race, I don't know how it was for other people, they're fantastic. They have been in both races. A lot of times early in the season they struggle with it, the new guys, and they've been awesome.
Doing very well. Becky's driving well. Like,
Yeah,
I think,
he's
like-
dropped up.
because what Von Bibber is the series that he races, which does Bathurst and some of the American tracks quite regularly. That's about all they do. So expect Pecky to have some pace at Road Atlanta. VIR, don't know.
Not doing VIR, or are we?
There we are.
Are we? Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta check the calendar, mate.
No, I thought it got switched out for another track. Apologies.
Brands Hatch was supposed to be pushed out. We pushed out the wrong one. So yeah, we got Road Atlanta for 200 Ks again next week. Then we go to St. Petersburg, new circuit, 150 Ks. Then we do the full layout at Virginia.
I like that track, I had a win there. So,
Oh, she
Kind-
put Pecky on notice.
Yep. Expectations are set.
yes. Well, I thought I could win
Nope.
this one in all honesty, with just during the week with my pace and that, but I've got to learn how to start a race. But,
At least
you know,
they're battling on and they're pulling away from me. Should be trading corners so that I can catch.
I might have been watching meters to the next, to these two just disappearing up the track.
Doing the right thing though, Fatto. You're showing your nose a little bit.
yeah. He enjoyed it. We spoke after the race. He loved the racing.
And you fixed up your exit out of turn 5.
Yes. Yeah. I put a fair bit of work in there after the advice my spotter gave me on the Tuesday, which is John. I was like, for fuck's sake, what are you doing there?
Good to see he sugarcoats it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Well-
exactly how I said it.
Yeah. Listen here, dumbass.
Were you listening?
I just felt sorry for who was behind him at ASR because they almost all ran into him. It was like coming up the hill. It was like, Jesus, they're going to hit you. So after St. Pete's, we go to Virginia, then we go to Long Beach. So 2 road circuits in a season. And then we go to Coda, just for you, Mark.
I think so.
Except we're
You're gonna be
doing,
kidding.
except we're doing the NASCAR West layout. So we're just talking about
Can't say
track.
it'll be any better.
So just talking about track limits. We can throw them away.
Yeah, I was going to say no track limits at all.
And then we go to Fuji with the no chicane layout for our enduro for this season. So that'll be an interesting circuit as well, one of the longest straights of the season. Except then we go to the next track where we get the longest straight of the season.
Yeah.
We go to the
In the world.
Nürburgring. Go to the Nürburgring where we do the 24-hour layout. So that will be.
How long it takes to do a lap, doesn't it?
It'll be 8
Yeah.
laps. 8 laps.
I
We're
was
going
going
to
to
see how
say
it
8
goes.
laps. Bring your driving gloves, ladies and gentlemen.
We've had a win there, so I'm looking forward to this one.
And then we finish it off at Adelaide for a traditional T50k race. I think it'll be a nice way to finish the season off. So yeah, a few things happen between here and there, but yep, that is what our rest of our season looks like. Pato goes wide.
Oh,
He's
Pato.
off.
No, he's not.
Hurry down.
Stayed off the wall.
Oh, yeah, I must be behind you.
Yeah, you've
Yep.
gone off at Hurry Downs. You've
Yeah, I am.
stayed in front of Hazy though. That gap
Yep.
is pretty safe.
Ran out of talent.
Correct. VIR will be the Anzac round. That is correct. Anzac liveries for that one, boys.
Anzac
get-
livery is ready.
Look at him sailing away from my stupidity. Anyway,
Let's go back. Have a look. Scotty Perrins. He is tucked up behind Grenshaw. Kyle has made himself a bit freer as well. Aaron Frere's an interesting one though. He's up 15 spots in the 7th.
Yep, he was our driver of the day last week, wasn't he?
yeah.
Doing much
Yeah.
the same.
Mm.
If he ever qualies, we'll all be in trouble.
His son Tom, one of the Pro Series drivers. Very quick himself, young Tom. So the field's spread out now with Peck 5 seconds ahead of Patterson, 5 seconds ahead of Hayes, 10 seconds ahead of Page, 3 seconds ahead of Hall. So everyone's really starting to spread out a bit. Simon Black still moving forward. He's back up the 17th. Good recovery drive from him after fighting the wall at Canada. Simon Black's disappointed that it wasn't raining at night with fog when they joined. Might be saving that for Nords, Simon.
Be careful. Be careful there with all the
Yeah.
rain talk, please.
Of course, it was the Nords race where they spent all the night sitting on a red flag because of the fog.
Tonight I've got to watch the cat.
You'd need a boat, wouldn't you? For
You'd have the cleaner's cat in Foster, wouldn't you, Pat?
Yeah, pretty much. Every time it rains, I'm washing that cat. Cat don't like it.
Oh, dear me. Mr. Dial, he's under a bit of pressure here from Joseph now.
And we're approaching the back marker.
Who?
There was a back marker coming up.
Up in front of you.
I don't know where he came from. It must have been Bernie or Patch.
Are you coming up to a back marker?
I sure didn't want to give any one of those two behind me another spot.
Oh, why not?
Need all the help you can get.
You didn't give me any. You must have paid Bulldog to take me out to get round to the first place. So
Hold on, getting the blame again.
You just remind me, Mark. I had to
actually, I thought I held on to that pretty well. Because that could have been a disaster.
You just reminded me, Mark. I had to put some money in Bulldog's account for him.
Yeah, run out of laps, so if they're going to do it.
Oh, we only got 3 to go.
Pecky's still holding his 5 seconds.
Yeah, holding it very well.
Shane's got 6 on me. At this point, I've looked at the relative and gone, oh, yep, I don't think Paige is going to catch 9 seconds on me at this point.
No, I dialed it right back. Just making sure I got to the end where I was. But I did have Ash Hall closing. You were too fast anyway, Hazy. You had some proper speed.
Little battle.
And it was about now that my screen's all locked up and I went straight off the end of the straight.
Yep. There you are.
Had no way of quitting out. Nothing worked.
At least you're on the grass out of harm's way. Joseph has a bit of a sneaky look up the inside there.
Yes, it was certainly a shame, Michael. Would have been the same result as last week, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you get that.
Yeah.
Next week's a new week.
Yeah, that's right.
But Paige, you deserve to be up there.
Yeah, he does. It's going great.
At this point, he's probably looking at that 2.8 seconds and going, hope Ash doesn't catch me.
I was sweating.
The 15 seconds in front of him is going to be hard to do in a lap.
I'd said bye to Pato and Peck.
Yeah, you let him run away.
I was in awe.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I think race control are panicking because I had no control over the car and it decided to take off again.
It's a lot of luck, dude.
They're working out how to try and kick me out of the race.
In this virtual racing we love to do, it's not a big drop from the penthouse to the basement.
Nah. As you saw yesterday, Pato, it can happen very quickly.
Yeah, that's right. How the blue.
37.
About now, got me probably fourth off track now.
Well, that's all right. It's still going.
Lost the 0 incident count.
Yeah, that hurts.
I lost that when Dave.
I think that's happens to a
remind
lot
you.
of people, Mark.
No, I'm just going to remind him. Going to keep that on. That's going to be one thing in the black book now, Dave.
Yeah, I think almost everyone in the league's got that story. I went from 0 X's to 4 because Dave hit me.
I had 0 X's at Bathurst last week until Dial tried to pass me.
That guy.
Funny that.
What we're saying is, even if Baldock's not racing, he is the reason for the X's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
In mind. Oh, I shall keep that in mind. Put a protest in.
Yep.
They're on the last lap.
I think
Here
the
we
X
are in the
count
last
should
lap.
go on. All the X count goes on.
In my blurb in my Discord thing about myself, I think I've got Bulldog did it.
Bulldog did it. As Mark
Well done,
Peck crosses
Pecky.
the line. Just
Nice work, Becky.
2.5
Good job.
seconds up the road from Pato. Pagey, going to bring it home in third, mate, on the podium.
That white car.
That white car, yeah.
I can hear how impressed you are.
Darren Free's going to come
Bree
over
got
the
it
field.
done. Yeah,
Brendy.
you got Darren.
Yep, got him. O'Loughlin. The Freya friend O'Loughlin, Grenshaw. Gives a bit of a wiggle there. Mark Dial. Scotty Perrins rounds out our top 10. Dave Baldock. The straight looking car. Plenty of photos over the weekend of him doing Lego.
Building a KSC.
And AJ home in 12th. 13th to Kurt. Good drive from him. 14th to Verme. Dougie Wright, 15th. Simon Black slicks in for 16th. That's a good recovery drive. Greggy Shelton. William Latcham, he's going to bring it home in 18th in his first race. Peter Buckland in 19th. Marshy rounds out the top 20.
Nice work, Marshy. Got yourself a
Yeah.
top 20.
Good
Nice
stuff.
work. Yeah, so.
Driver of the Day's a tricky one this week
It
because
is.
Darren Free got it last week. And, yeah.
But he's come out of the naughty corner.
Yeah, well, Scotty's come out of the naughty corner, so you can't give it to him if he's was naughty. I'd throw in there Darren Friend or maybe Dial.
Yeah, let's go Friendy. The 9 spots is pretty impressive. He's in the top 6.
And he hasn't been racing much either.
Yeah.
So good drive.
Yeah, he's done well.
He had good pace too.
And it's done. The green car in the back. Yep. Purple car in the background going crazy. And that's, we'll move on to that. Now I'll go back. Oh, that's great. We'll jump on to talk about our podium getters. Starting off with Mr. Peck. That's all just stumbled around on me. Thanks for that. Hey, Mark, he's done well again. Second race out of the box. I had a feeling these first 2 races would be up his alley, being Bathurst and Road America being a similar style circuit to Bathurst, but also being a staple iRacing circuit that's been used for the Gen 2s for quite a few seasons. That would be right up his alley. I know he'd like to thank the great man Darren Crosby and the team at M1 Years Cars. I know the league would like to thank them as well for their sponsorship. And of course, he would like to thank his fellow teammates over at M1 as well. And I'd like to thank Race Control and everybody else that was involved. And second place, over to you, Mr. Patterson. Tell us about your drive.
Oh, it's pretty. No, I sort of felt confident in the race because I love the track. That's why I didn't leave till Bathurst till 3 o'clock in the morning because I didn't want to miss it. You know, there's other tracks I'll do bad at. I'm pretty clean around there. So, but yeah, so I just want to thank Wodonga Carts and Parts, Crocs Promotion, Carts Australia, Stone Street Plumbing, Super Cheap Auto, Rebel Sports, BCF, MacPack, Pool Guys Adelaide. Well, you got so many sponsors.
Yeah, that'll do.
LG, yeah, okay. But yeah, the team's great. Plenty of banner in there, and they're helpful. And Sean obviously puts time into me. Congratulate Pecky and Dan on their drives. Pecky's just a little bit too good. I was happy to be closer to him this week and see if I can get a bit closer next week. So thank you. Oh, and the league sponsors, and especially Dave Coleman for not giving me any points. Thank you. He's busting to give me some points.
He's busting give everyone points.
Yeah, he's focused on me. Tell me he's got a screen on my car at all times. Anyway, thank you.
No worries, Pato. And Pagey, the man in third. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, try to keep it clean. I knew that.
How'd you do that with a white car?
Yeah, exactly right. It always looks clean, even when it's dirty. No, well, at Bathurst, I felt that I was in a good position to do well at Bathurst, and just silly mistakes and pushing too hard. So focus this time is to make sure you hit corners, don't push too hard. Yeah, and obviously the boys, the Rat Bag boys, Ultra Tune and at Wakehole and also Scrub King, give them a bit of a shout out, and yeah, I was pretty happy with the result.
Too easy. So next week, or this week, Monday, this week we roll over into the one and only Road Atlanta. It is a shorter track. It is a faster flowing track. It is a draft track as well, and has the infamous turn 7 and the infamous turn 10A, 10B. And that chicane complex down the back straight, an absolute main overtaking spot. Will be very interesting to see how the Gen 3s go through there, four guys. And I think it's going to be a cracker of a race. 200 Ks again, 2 compulsory pit stops, normal regs, nothing special, no rain coming, Shane, so that cat's going to get dirty. Yeah, so, but do keep an eye on the sup regs moving forward. There will be some little things go through the season like we usually do. But yeah, they'll be advertised well in advance as we get closer to them.
That sounds like clouds, John.
Come on, just clouds. Could be fog.
I can't. I shake my fist at clouds.
At night.
I don't mind the night, but these things, these clouds bring with it. Yeah, I don't know about that.
What are the points looking like, John?
Yes, that is a good question.
Yeah, dollar. Pecky's winning.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Let's have a look.
My money would be on Shane for a place as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Pecky, Patterson, Darren Freer in third, which is pretty good. Mark Dial in fourth.
Jesus.
Dan Page in fifth. Dave Baldock in sixth. Okay.
Mr. Bulldog. Are you sure you didn't make mistakes there, mate, with your adding up?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that needs a recheck.
Liam Latcham in 7th, Andrew Johnson 8th, Kurt Heath 9th, Michael Hayes in 10th, Crenshaw 11th, Rose, May, Darren, Dale Harvey, Ash Hall, Anita Buckland, and then we've got Darren Friend, Dougie Wright, Braden O'Loughlin, and Marshy rounding out the top 10.
Top 20.
Top 20, sorry, yeah. Rounding out the top 20. So that is what the championship looks like after 2 rounds. As I said, a few people missing this week, so that will definitely make it interesting when we start applying some drop rounds to that, which we might do in the next week or two.
I'd be happy to have a drop round this week.
This week?
Too early.
It's an interesting circuit. Anyway, I am absolutely buggered. It's been a very, very big. Where's Van Ree? You know where I was at Bathurst, where you were meant to be, Baldock. No, don't
Thanks for
blame
doing
me.
the broadcast tonight, John.
Yeah,
We're
big effort.
very thankful that you were able to do it after the big weekend.
Yeah, he was yawning when I left him this morning, so he must be tired now.
Yeah, there's a bed over there with a pillow waiting for my head. So, yeah, I'll wrap this one up. I want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Page, Mr. Dial, Mr. Hayes, Mr. Perrins, and Mr. Patterson for jumping into the Chook House and having a good old yarn with me tonight. I'd like to thank everybody out there in YouTube land. It was good to see a fair bit of banter going on in the chat as well. And looking forward to, of course, thanking all our sponsors, Race Control and Committee. And also looking forward to seeing everybody again on Thursday night when we get to jump back in and do this all again. On that note,
We back to Friday this week.
we're back to Friday this week. Life goes back to normal. At last.
And everyone from Queensland, daylight savings is over, so make sure that you're got
Don't
your
turn
time
up.
adjusted for the times for all the Queenslanders for
Yep.
Thursday's race.
Yep. The rest of the world's decided to join you.
Yep.
Yep. So based on that note, leave everybody to it, and we'll see everybody again on Friday night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're right.
Bye.
Racing the RaceKraft PT1 custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.